Do I go or do I stay? March 8, 2015. Dear ones, do not fret if your world holds no joy, as if bleak is the only word to describe your feelings. But then, it is likely difficult for you to move or think beyond that when experiencing such lows after expectations of ongoing highs. Ongoing highs would probably have been true if you had not opted for the streamlined action plan that these most recent energy bursts have visited upon you. Perhaps you do not believe such truths. You have the freedom to believe and feel as you wish. But the energies raining down upon you now are much deeper and yes, heavier than any you experienced to date. Rather than prolonging this phase of your transition a few months, you opted to complete this phase now. So it is that you feel overwhelmed with emotions from giddy happiness to deep sorrow, or you feel aches and pains you have not felt before, at least to this extent, and or you question the validity of this transition. For indeed, you believe you would not suffer so if love were the answer, if the universe's God were truly of love. You create your reality. So it is you are now pushing yourself almost beyond what seems possible. It is merely your need to complete this transition phase yesterday instead of patiently waiting until tomorrow. Will you break? Will you curl up in pain emotionally, physically or spiritually? Perhaps. But then, you have forgotten how uncomfortable the first energy bursts were for you a few years ago. Even though you thought you could not survive some of those past energy bursts, you found yourself at a different and more comfortable place after. Statements about expediting this phase are not to string you along to put a carrot in front of you, so you continue with this transition folly. Rather, those statements are to point out your transition group's need to expedite this transition. You are moving further and faster than anyone, including you, thought possible before entrance to Earth in this lifetime. You are part of a transition team that moved you and those entities interested, including Earth, beyond 3D. You have cleared eons of fears and related emotions in a few years or months, almost an impossibility. You have created communities of love in a variety of ways, not the least of which is your connection to like-minded others via the internet. You have negated caretaking and victimization. And all the while, you continue with your job, your daily errands, your expected 3D life. But then, when your transition life became somewhat calm/settled, you decided en masse to move this transition at a more rapid speed. The universes complied. Many of you perhaps believe that such an explanation is merely a cover-up for the astrological, sunspot, personal upheaval you are now experiencing. It does not matter if you prefer a cover-up explanation, for you will experience the glory of this enormous energy burst whether you believe you created it or not. All that matters is that you accept the gifts offered, that you decide to continue your path. Some will not have the energy to continue at this time. Allow them or you to rest. There are others so excited by the possibilities that they do not mind the discomfort they are experiencing, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. And there are yet others who very much wish to burst the bubble of any believers for they do not want to explore their fears. Allow all to experience this enormous energy burst created by you for you as they wish, including you. This energy burst is like extra credit for those who wish to expedite their transition. All action or inaction is correct, for all created this energy burst. But not all have to walk through it. Just as your 3D society created higher education, but not all 3D humans decided to explore the secrets hidden within Earth's colleges and universities. You are a beacon of light even if you do not accept this huge, incoming energy burst. Just as American pioneers are pioneers even if they barely cross the Mississippi River before finding the community of their dreams. A pioneer is a pioneer, how far or how fast is not part of the definition. Some of you are disappointed in yourself or others, that they, or you, do not have the courage to move into and through this energy burst, that you are crying uncle, as you did when you were a child and did not wish others to tickle or irritate you in some way. Do not fret. You are where you are supposed to be. Whether that is moving into and through this huge energy burst, or not. you will know that such is true by your discomfort. If it feels more uncomfortable remaining where you are, you will transition to the next level. If it feels safer to remain where you are, you will. And the same is true for all. There is no correct path other than the one you create for yourself. You will know that path by the feelings you experience when you ponder whether to continue now, later, or never. Allow yourself to be. And allow the same for others. Once energy enters Earth's atmosphere, it does not disappear. It is yours for the taking when you wish. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com